Steve Jobs changed our communication and what we do in our free time. Steve was born on February 24th, 1955 and died on October 5th, 2011. Steve was always interested in mechanics. When he was adopted by Mr. and Mrs. Jobs, Steve's dad encouraged him to experiment with mechanics in the garage. By looking at the wonderful inventions of Steve Jobs, we can see that he made a big change in our life, which is important because he impacted the way we communicate with people far away and around the corner. When Steve was about 50, computers still took up the space of a whole room. Steve Jobs didn't like the size and quality of these mechanics. At a mechanics fair, Steve saw a point-and-click graphical user interface. Steve wanted to make a gadget like that, but not exactly. He would call it a mouse. It would be plugged into the Apple II computer. He would make a computer that ran off the mouse and had a plastic cover. At the time, plastic was way more expensive than wood and metal. But Steve knew it would help the computer sell. He knew that people liked it more if it was also looked pretty. It would have color in every possible corner. Steve also added a floppy disk. It was a big disk that stored more information and pictures. It would have better sound than any other computer and sharp, crisp, perfect graphics. Steve and Wozniak worked day and night trying to make this computer. Then one day, they noticed that they couldn't add anything. That was when they displayed it in Mr. and Mrs. Jobs' garage. It was a huge hit. Everybody wanted it. People loved computers that could fit on a desk. Once Apple got big, Steve hired mechanics to help with things. Steve thought he would make Apple a bigger company. His name was Scully. They worked together for a while. Then Scully fired Steve from his own company. Steve Jobs didn't just want to stop making computers, so he made a different company named Next. Next wasn't going well, so he made a computer to make movies. A couple years later, he released a movie named Toy Story. There was a giant line before the theater. The line went crazy. All that time, Apple was getting smaller and smaller and smaller. In 1995, Apple asked Steve to come back and help them back up. Steve thought about that. He didn't want his company to fail, so he said yes. He was working at Apple again. He loved it. Even though Steve was not the easiest to work with, they got things done. He made a smaller computer and a new and improved iPhone. People interacted with Apple inventions all the time. Steve changed how we live because teachers assign homework on a computer and almost everybody has a laptop. Have you ever gone on your computer and looked up the definition of something? Well, before Steve's invention, the MacBook, you couldn't do that. So now, if we look at Steve's brilliant inventions, we know that he changed the way we work, communicate,